4th of July is coming up really quick, and the summer markets are at their peak this time of year. So I've come up with 3 really cool projects that are going to help us celebrate this 4th of July and make sure we turn a very nice profit. Before we dive on into it, I need to get a little more festive myself here. That's more like it. Let's go ahead and dive on into it. So all you're going to need for this first project is a scrap piece of 1x6. This is about 13-14 inches long, and we're going to start by cutting off 4.5 inches of it. And shout out to Barno Boy for showing me how to snap my fingers and make stuff happen. Now I'm going to put my 4.5 inch piece over to the side, and we're going to take this over to the table saw. Alright, come a little closer so I can show you what I'm doing here. So we're going to take and measure 1 inch and 7/8 on each side. And that should leave us with 1 inch and 3/4 right there in the middle. So since the middle is just a little bit smaller, we're going to take and cut our lines on the outside of both of these lines. So now it's time to stain our pieces, but before we do that, let's torch them up a little bit. Alright, so we're going to start 4.5 inch piece, and we're going to take this marine blue, give it a nice coat. We'll set that to the side, let it dry, and then we're going to take our 2 outside pieces, stain those red. So just to let you guys know, we do have memberships, but if you're not quite ready for that, please do something that's absolutely free and smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment the word USA to help us beat this algorithm. And if you don't mind, watch a few minutes longer than you normally would. It really, really helps the video. Thank you, and enjoy the video. So while our stripes are drying up, we're going to be working on our union. I got these stencils off of Amazon. You get like a 10 pack for $10. Really good deal. I think I'm going to put $17.76 on this one. And I'm going to be doing that with this Rust-Oleum Ultra Matte. You can use a flat paint. I would not recommend the gloss. It just doesn't work well. So I recently got this from Lowe's. This is a nice little bottle opener that we're going to center right there, bottom of the center line. And the screws that they sent with it were way too long, so we're going to go to our handy dandy Harbor Freight. So while the adults are drinking, we're going to need something to keep the kids busy. So let's move on to project number 2. All you're going to need is a 1x6. And you don't need a big piece of this. We're going to make it a perfect square at 5.5 by 5.5. And we're going to keep the same measurement on our table saw as earlier, that 1 inch and 7/8. The only difference is I'm going to drop the blade to where it's only cutting about 1/8 of an inch of the material. Now we're going to find the center of each one of these squares and hit it with a hole punch. Now I'm going to drill them all out with my 3/8 drill bit. Careful that we don't go all the way through. So I got these dowels from craft store. A pack of 10's like $3. We're gonna cut these down to anywhere between 1 inch and 1.25 inches long. Keep them all the same size, but you're gonna need at least 10 of them. Okay, so here we're gonna do the same thing we did earlier. We're gonna take all the pins out here. Stick those to the side for now. You're going to take the last 5 pins, stain those red. Last but not least, we'll hit it with a little bit of shellac. Right there. This in here. Dang it! I keep losing. And for a third and final project, all you're going to need is a scrap piece, a 4x4 post. I'm going to cut this down to about 12 inches. And once we knock all the cobwebs off, we can grab our blue painter's tape. We're going to mark it at 4 inches all the way around. Now we're going to take our blue painter's tape and line it up at the bottom right there. And we're going to stain this blue. And once that blue dries some, I used a heat gun to help speed that process up. We're going to tape it off right on that line. So this is 3.5 inches wide, so we're going to go over on the top and bottom of each side, mark 1 3/4 inches. And then I am going to burn this just for fun because I got a few blue spots here I do want to try to hide. Now we're going to take our marks on the top and bottom and mark that line with our tape. Alright, now on the left side of this, we're going to stain all these white to the corner, making sure we don't get past. It's probably best if we take that off just to make sure we don't overlap the corner. Keep a nice straight line. Make sure all your tape is pressed down in those corners especially. And now we're going to stain this part red. And last but not least, I am going to take this off one more time. Pour this towel across there. And with this, I'm not going to quite be able to get all 50 stars on there. But it'll be okay. It looks like it's ripping off. Now, I've seen a lot of people put a rope at the top of these, and that's really cool, but I got a little bit different idea. So we're going to start by finding the center. Now I'm going to take my 3/4 inch Forstner bit and go straight down roughly an inch. Now I did go out and buy these AAA battery light up candles, but I don't have any AAA batteries. I thought I did. But what I do have, for demonstration purposes only, for all you Karens out there, we'll stick a real candle in there. That's going to look like a lit fuse. And there we have it, guys. 3 easy projects you can do this 4th of July to bring a nice profit into your pocket. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Click right here if you want to check out my last video. We'll see you guys next time on Boondockbuilds.